The Blessed Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam declared, every prophet warned his people about the Antichrist, about Dajjal, the false Messiah. And the prophet Noah warned his people. But I say to you something that none ever said before me. The Antichrist sees with one eye, his left eye. He's blind in the right eye. It looks like a bulging great ring. But your Lord is not one eye.
Laethau difradd, dapat kam, كأن الشلاك يشوى نسارت أمر لنا أن أنت مشيك
هو أنا تقسم برناش يذيب بيمين خيل تبقى أنا نشيء
We were told about a divine promise which was communicated to the Israelite people, that Allah was going to send a prophet who would be known as Al-Masih, the Messiah, and who would rule the world with justice, confirmed by Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. He would be Hakimun Adil. He would rule the world with justice from the throne of Nabi Dawood alayhi salam, the prophet David, and with a rule which would be eternal. The Israelite people understood that if the Messiah was to fulfill this divine promise, there were certain logical implications which followed. Number one, that he would have to liberate the Holy Land. Number two, that he would have to bring the believers back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own. Number three, that he would have to restore the holy state of Israel, founded by David and Solomon, Allah's blessings be upon them. And number four, that this holy state of Israel would have to become once again the ruling state in the world. And then the Messiah could rule the world from the throne of David alayhi salam, with a rule which would be eternal. After almost 100 years in Babylon, suddenly things began to happen. and the Holy Land was liberated. The Persian Empire defeated Babylon, and the Israelite people were allowed to return to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own, and to restore the holy state of Israel. And the temple, or the masjid, built by Solomon, alayhi salam, was rebuilt. And so the Israelite people are now excited. Their excitement has reached fever pitch. The Messiah must be around the corner. The golden age is coming back. We're going to rule the world one more time. And sure enough, the Messiah came. But when the Messiah arrived, the son of Mary, while some of them accepted him, the establishment, the rabbis, the priests, rejected him. Why did they reject the Messiah? Answer: because Allah tested them. And because they were seeing with only one eye, they failed the test. They said, وَنَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنْ هَذَا, his mother had committed that enormous sin. And they said that this baby was a bastard. And then when they saw him die on the cross before their very eyes, he could not have been the Messiah. Why? He's dead. He's dead. And the Holy Land is under Roman occupation. He's dead. He never ruled the world from the throne of David, alayhi salam. The golden age never came back, but he's dead. And so it is now confirmed, beyond the shadow of a doubt, he could not have been the Messiah. What they did not know, and no one knew, for 600 years no one knew it, until the Quran came down, was that no, they did not kill him, no, they did not crucify him, but rather appearance and reality were completely opposite to each other. And Allah raised him, and one day he's coming back. When he comes back, he is going to rule the world. He will rule the world with justice, and he will rule the world from the holy state of Israel, built on the foundations of the religion of Abraham, alayhi salam. And that is Islam, and his rule will be eternal. But they did not know that. And so they're waiting for the Messiah to come. Prophet Muhammad, Allah's blessings be upon him, then informed that Allah had created a being, and Allah had committed to that being the mission of impersonating the Messiah, pretending that he is the Messiah. So he is the great pretender, and that he is known as Dajjal, Al-Masih al-Dajjal, Dajjal, the false Messiah, or the Antichrist. Dajjal means one who deceives, and so the Antichrist has a PhD in deception. In everything connected with the Antichrist, appearance and reality are opposite each other. If the Antichrist is to successfully impersonate the true Messiah, it follows that he also must attempt to rule the world from Jerusalem with what would appear to be eternal rule. Only then can he declare, I am the Messiah.
Jerusalem has been at the pinnacle of most of the events occurring in the world today. The forces of good and evil have been at play, trying with all their might to secure this land. But for what? What good will a piece of land do considering the bigger picture of things? It is only when you understand the concept of a Messiah does the picture become clear. The Illuminati have a Messiah they want to welcome to this earth. A Messiah they believe can only rule from the land of Jerusalem. A Messiah that they have been indoctrinating the world into believing in. A Messiah who will uphold the modern system we live in today. a Messiah who will attempt to rid the world of faith, a Messiah that we know as the Antichrist Dajjal.
is at hand!
Not only has there been this curious relationship between Britain and the United States, Britain and the Holy Land and Israel, which you cannot explain with normal tools of political analysis, but also with the United States and Israel. Which political scientist there is in the world today who can offer a rational explanation for the curious relationship that exists between the United States and Israel? And modern Western civilization has armed Israel. Transfer of technology, transfer of military technology, massive economic aid, massive financial aid, to the extent that Israel is now a superpower. And to the extent that Israel is now poised to take over from the United States as the ruling state in the world.